So Kim Kardashian is GQ magazine's Man of the Year, and people are going crazy about this. People are losing their minds, losing their absolute mental about this. Why should a woman, let alone Kim Kardashian, be Man of the Year when there are a lot of eligible men who are out there doing the hard work, putting in the passion and the determination and achieving a lot of success, who are eligible to be Man of the Year? Why Kim Kardashian? I'm going to be telling you my opinion about it and if I think that this undermines GQ as a magazine later in the video. My name is Jolita. Let's start with the fashion. On the cover, she's wearing a zero blazer and pants. It's a striped blazer and pants, and it has a striped shirt inside with a pattern tie. The Row as a fashion brand is the quietest of quiet luxury. This brand is the minimalist of minimalists, and it exudes quiet luxury. It exudes old money. It exudes wealth, and their designs and their outfits are not in your face. Even when you check their Instagram account, you see that they are not all about the clothes, but just the aesthetics, just the quiet things that mean something. So it's all about the significance of the item, not necessarily the item itself. Now, this outfit looks like something that a lawyer would wear in the 90s, which is no surprise because in the magazine, she talks about how her father is a heavy influence on her life, her decisions, her choices, especially because this year is the 20th anniversary of his death. Skims as a brand is valued at $4 billion, and with her addition of Skims Men, that value is projected to surge even higher. And as she prepares to launch this Skims Men aspect of her brand, she spent a lot of time revisiting the memory of her father, the late lawyer Robert Kardashian, who died in 2003, which is like 20 years ago. And for the GQ magazine, she spent a lot of time talking about his last days and how 20 years after his death, he continues to shape her life and her work. So the cover of the magazine is kind of a homage, like a homage to her father, his law career, and she now stepping up into his shoes. The only child to step up into his shoes to be a lawyer. And she eating Cheetos kind of means that it's easy, like it's nothing. I did it, like I'm doing it. It's no big deal. That's what I'm deducing from that. So in this photo, she's wearing a Skims underwear, a Dash tank top. It's black and she's wearing black Ferragamo heels. Talking about a Dash tank top, Dash is one of her first enterprises as an entrepreneur. It's one of the first businesses she started. And remember, she started it with Loewe and Courtney. And she wearing this kind of feels like going back to her beginnings as an entrepreneur as opposed to what she's doing now. Skims is what she's doing now. Pairing it together is like bringing the past and the present together, which makes a lot of sense. Talking about carrying the dumbbells signify kind of the way her fitness lifestyle is now. She's lifting the weights necessary to be a successful person. I think this look is beautiful. And here she's sitting calmly in the Louis V cardigan. She's wearing Skims as well. The Skims she's wearing isn't the main thing, but it's an underwear. So the YSL leggings that she's wearing kind of gets pulled down a bit, so we'll see the Skims. Here we have her in a skyline office, kind of high-rise office, what a boss's office would look like, and it kind of goes to show her status in life and in her company as the boss, the founder. And she's wearing a Dolce and Gabbana suit with pearls, which is kind of like presidential. Pearls are elevated, it's classy, it's not something like too bling and too childish and too getting too much attention. Pearls are more of quiet luxury, kind of old money vibe. This suit looks what a Kim Kardashian would wear because it has like a high slit skirt. I love the fitting of the suit. It looks very, very nice. Her curves are showing. Her hair is pulled back, kind of messy, a bit wet. She has the Kim tag on the desk and she's drinking a Coke. Maybe Coke is sponsoring this GQ cover, but I think this look is amazing. I think this look is beautiful and gorgeous. And the look on her face again is very determined, very brazen, kind of like I'm here and I'm up here and I deserve it and I've worked for it, so I deserve where I am today in life. In this more street style photo, she's wearing a black tank top, it's turtleneck, and a night blue cargo pants, has the cargo pockets, and she's carrying a brown bag, kind of what an office bag would be because you're gonna have to put in your files and your documents in the bag. And she has this black bracelet and a pair of shades. It's green, and I think the styling is really, really nice. I like the styling. It looks very serious and yet very street style. This is street style. Her hands in the pocket kind of gives it a bit of a casualness, like I'm comfortable here and I'm good. And again, we have the wet hair, and I think it's okay. But the more I look at it, the more I do not like the shades. The more I don't like the green shades. I don't know why. Not forgetting the brand that she is an ambassador of, which is Balenciaga. She's wearing a Balenciaga fringe dress. It's black, and she has people working on her because obviously you have to have a team of stylists when you're operating on this level. Even if you don't have it, GQ is going to provide it for you. It's from the 2024 collection, obviously, and it's beautiful. Here we have her in an Emperor Aanii outfit. She's wearing a pair of Abra Now boots and a skirt, a grey skirt and a cardigan, and again the striped shirt and the striped tie, which is kind of what a lawyer in the 1990s would wear. Like, it wasn't so suited up and futuristic as it is now. And here she is by a water dispenser. But I don't know what's going on with the skirt because it kind of raises up and it doesn't sit well. The side is kind of raising up and the other side is kind of pulling down. So as for my opinion about whether she should be on the magazine or she shouldn't be on the magazine, well, I think she should be on the magazine because she's doing everything that a man would do, like a definition of a man in the 20th century would do. She's earning her own money. She's creating these businesses and making very good profit from them. Have companies valued at $4 billion. And she did this coming from kind of nothing, in the sense that she didn't have maybe a more business background. I'm not going to call names, but there are a lot of people like her who came from kind of the same middle background. Their parents may be famous. We know a lot of people who had rich and famous parents who are not doing what she's doing. So I'm not saying she's starting from nothing, but she's using what she had in a very, very good way. She's maximizing all the opportunities she has and using them as strengths. For someone who started from a it could have gone really south. It could have gone the corn way, but it didn't go corn. It went business. And I think she deserves to be. Also because there are many other more serious magazines like Time Magazine who have already featured her. They featured her on the cover of Time Magazine. She's also been featured on Forbes Magazine, which is a bit more serious than GQ. And she has also spoken in Harvard Business School. She was given a lecture in Harvard Business and they asked her questions. And the Harvard Business students have done projects about her, she being the case study. I do not think that it reduces the credentials of GQ as a magazine. I think it makes GQ look like a magazine that is open-minded and it's open to the values of being a man rather than the gender itself. See how they found a way to narrow it down to a man. So Kim Kardashian may be the face of this issue of the magazine, but it's not necessarily the person they are projecting the spotlight on. They are projecting the spotlight on her father. She's launching a Skims Men, so it's about men. And also remember her NBA deal to be the NBA loungewear and underwear supplier. So she's contributing to the male fashion aesthetic. She's contributing to the male fashion wardrobe. And therefore, it's not necessarily all about her femininity or her being female, the genitals or anything. It's about her contribution to the male wardrobe and how her father, who is a male, has contributed to that. So she has earned it. I think she has earned it. For her to be Man of the Year is perfect. And I think if we all let down the judgment, there is a lot to learn from this woman. You're not defined by your limitations or the opinions of people around you. If you really just say F it and you just go for it anyways, the heights you would climb are just going to be beyond the stars. They're going to be beyond the stars because you're not limited by what people say. The whole world can think something of you and you can go and change your story. You have the power to change your story, and she has done that really, really well. And yes, I think she deserves to be on the cover of any magazine that she wants to be on the cover of. If you enjoyed this video, do well to subscribe because there's more coming. Remember, the world is a fashion show and every day is a runway. Do and act your best. Bye.